I want to paint from, I say like the sapphic gaze. I mean, you could call it the female gaze too, but like making women subjects and like not objectifying them, like painting
Yeah,
Yes.
it in a way
yeah.
that's beautiful and set and lit in such a way that you can like imagine yourself there. Mainly I paint people that I know. Like I only because I take all my reference
Hot
photos, I always
friends.
work
Yeah.
Make
off
a note.
You gotta have yeah,
always
gotta have
work
hot friends.
always work off a reference photo.
I'm about to say something. I hope it doesn't make you uncomfortable, but if you weren't so hot, I'm not sure that this process would work for you. Listener, I'm probably in Europe as we speak. So come on out to a show. Lots of places. Trying to think what'll probably be still on sale. Maybe when this comes out, maybe Paris, maybe Amsterdam. That's pretty close to being sold out. London and Dublin are definitely probably still available. Some of the later ones in the UK, that's in May. Maybe Zurich. I don't know. Berlin, Cologne will be sold out. I'll tell you what. But on this episode, you've probably, maybe you don't know her name, but you've certainly seen her artwork, her oil paintings, her sapphic oil paintings, going viral on TikTok. Halie Torris, what a lovely person. Yeah, really lovely. She shares a lot of her work. Well, so first of all, it's just so cool to have a visual artist on the pod. I think it might be our first one. She's very, very talented, and she tries to paint, as she says it, from the female gaze or the sapphic gaze. We talk about her artistic process, but we also just get into a good, classic, queer-longing, gay sex story with a heartbreaking twist. It's truly heartbreaking, devastating, very well told.
Oh,
also.
yes. Yes.
And then, as usual, patreon.com/WHGS, we put out, I think, 7 or 8 pieces of bonus content a month. Who else is? Yeah, it's a lot. And please.
And Ashley's going on vacation, or not vacation, traveling for work, can't tape podcasts. We're still getting it out there.
Yes, come
We're
on.
making sure
Come
you
on. Do you
get
know
it.
another pod that doesn't take time off? Come on, man. Donate $1.
Please.
Donate $1.
Please.
All right. Thank you. Seriously, though, it helps. It really helps. I know it. The amount of lift that you have to do. You have to go download the app, go to patreon.com/WHGS, put in the thing, put in your credit card. I get it. It's annoying. But that dollar really, really helps us. And if everyone who listened did it, we'd never hear an ad again. And it would give us so much creative freedom, So please donate. We would really appreciate it. Enjoy. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Helix. That's the mattress I sleep on. It's the best mattress in the goddamn world, listener, and I'm getting the best sleep of my life. But don't just take it from me. It's an award-winning mattress. It's the most awarded mattress brand, tested and reviewed by experts like Forbes and Wired. And right now, we have an incredible offer for you. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex for 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex for 20% off site-wide. One more time, helixsleep.com/gaysex. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Hers. The culture around weight loss can be so toxic and hard to talk about. Between diets, workouts, and endless advice, it's hard to know what actually works for weight loss and what's worth your time. And that's why I'm recommending Hers. Hers offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that now includes the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen. Ready to reach your goals? Visit forhers.com/gay to get personalized, affordable care that gets you. That's forhers.com/gay, forhers.com/gay. Weight loss by Hers is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy, clinical study information, and restrictions, visit forhers.com. So thank you so much for doing this. So we really appreciate your time.
Yeah,
I believe
course.
you might be one of our first visual artists.
Yeah.
Maybe our first visual
No
artist,
way.
right?
I listened back in 2020 when you first started. Like I
Thank you
was
so
an
much.
avid listener. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's really, really nice. So you know the deal. We'll ask you if you've had gay sex this week, and you don't have to answer that question. You can talk about anything in your whole life. It doesn't have to be sex. I have a feeling you're comfortable with sex just based on your work.
Based on my art.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have a story. It's more of like a dating story from my past. Yeah.
Amazing. Perfect. Well, then let's jump right in. I think we should open with her saying, her, by the way, she, her?
Yes, she, her. Yeah.
Great. I think we should open with Halie saying that she was a fan of the pod.
Sure.
A long time ago. I'm starting to get the feeling that more people were a fan of us a long time ago than are today.
I know.
It's just because you're the second person to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like in 2020, I went on and I started listening to like all the gay stuff because that was like when I came out in 2018 or no, 2017. But like I feel like COVID hit and it was like it was when I started painting women and then I was just listening to everything gay. And
there's no problem with that. I mean, like I kind of have accepted that I was like a part of probably on the earlier side of a wave of gay art that happened out of the pandemic because many people were coming out.
Yeah.
And if that's when people needed the work, then that's when people needed the work. And I continue to do this for the 8 people that still are coming out. But it just feels like everybody's out now. No one's coming out. Everyone's out.
Yeah.
But people get older every day, you know? There are children who will have to come
There
out.
are children that we're hoping we influence
And then
to come
they'll
out.
blow the dust off of an old iPhone and find a podcast and be like, oh my God.
yeah.
But thank you for being here. You've probably all seen Halie's art because your still art goes viral, which is a very interesting thing. That, you know?
Yeah.
And do you feel like when you're sorry, no, speak to that because I'm interested to know just off the cuff what you have to say about that.
Yeah. No, it's like, it's definitely hard to, because I tend to judge my art sometimes, and I know you shouldn't do this, but like based on how well or how engaged people are in it. And I know you get that too, like as a content creator, it's like, I juggle with that. Like it's hard sometimes to remain focused on the work and then put it out and just let it be out and let it be what it is to people online.
Yeah, I can't imagine. For some reason, it feels so much more perverse to me to influence a fucking painter into what they paint based on what's going viral and stuff like that. As a comedian,
It's kind of part of the thing.
yeah, our audience interaction is a deep part of comedy. And even though online interaction is not at all the same as laughter in the room, it's still an audience indicating what they want to hear. But like for you, that you don't get to stand in the gallery and listen to people, or if you do, it's rare. You only get to hear from a couple people, right? Like it must be very strange.
Online. I've like my art has lived online. Like I did, now that I'm living in LA, because I used to be in like a little beach town in Maryland, and I like never left my studio or like did any gallery events. And I did for LA Art Week, I actually was in the gallery looking at people looking at my work, and that was like a whole other, I mean, I love it, but it's also like, it's interesting to see people interacting with your work in real life versus commenting something on
They
TikTok
don't
or
necessarily
Instagram.
know it's you, which is also fascinating because you can get a real opinion. I can ask people all day, did you enjoy my set? They're not going to tell me the truth.
Yeah. Sometimes though they will. Sometimes like a guy who didn't know what he was buying a ticket to will tell me exactly what he thought of me.
That's true. That's true. Occasionally,
nice.
Occasionally you get like an old man that's like, pretty
Not
good.
for me.
Yeah. Oh, I had a man comment something on one of my paintings, father figure. This happened like a couple days ago, and he said,
I'm going to try and find it.
all
Sorry.
caps. No, I hit it and deleted it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
But it said, stop glorifying sin, is what he said.
Whoa.
In all capital letters. And I was like, get out of
Awesome.
it. Like, you're not, how did you even find this painting in the first place?
Well, because
Like,
you're
you must
looking
have
at
it.
this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
That's how the algorithm
obviously,
works.
Exactly.
either through your rage or pure curiosity that you're not willing to touch,
Yeah.
you have been looking at this stuff. That kind of comment
Yeah.
doesn't bother me usually because
Because I'm like, you're
I'm
sick.
like, there was
Yeah.
no way I was ever going to get you on my
Yeah.
side. There's no universe where I could have made you an Ashley Gavin fan.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
You know?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
me, it's more the people who are like, oh, I almost liked this, but then you did that one thing, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
I love like
Yeah.
with this one, for example, you're like, if the hunting wives caught your attention, I'm like, does that make you feel? If I were a painter, I think I'd want to punch people in the face if I had to do that. I'm because
Yeah.
your work is really, you're very, even if subjectively you're like a homophobe, on a technical
Yeah.
level, you can't look at this work and be like,
It's bad.
it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's good. You are good at painting. You are good at replicating
Thank
what you
you.
see. You know what I mean? Like on a very technical level. On a
Yeah.
subjective level, it's also great. But like I can't imagine then being like, I gotta fucking tag my skill and craft that I've honed over a lifetime. Now I have to fucking quote the hunting wife.
Yeah.
That would
no.
drive me crazy.
Trying to like pull it into pop culture. Like, I use music a lot to like pull the storylines to get my work out there. Like, definitely I used Taylor Swift songs a lot on TikTok, and that really helped me take off. Because as you know, Taylor Swift fans are weird, insane. But
yeah.
there's always like, I have to kind of pull to have that virality, or like be conscious that that exists, which can be like a lot. But honestly, it pays off whenever it does do well or something clicks. Like, but it's just finding that and like nurturing that in a way that's not just like gimmicky, I guess.
Does it ever come back into the work, or do you try? Because that's the cycle as a comedian that I find vicious, off-putting, that I personally hate.
Yeah.
Is that no matter how hard I try, on a subconscious level, I'm like, will my fans think it's funny? Can this
Yeah.
go viral online?
Or the worst is then you like tell a joke and then you add a thing where after the joke you say, I posted that joke online and here's the story about what happened.
Yeah.
And that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a thing that I try to avoid doing.
Yeah. Do you ever find it when you're going to pick something that I don't know. I don't even know what your process is, so I can't say like when I pick something to paint. This is how dumb I
Yeah.
am. Oh, that one. I painted that lady. Like, do you find the online entering your brain at all?
So I am like getting back into my spiritual like meditation journey recently, because I feel like I need to, if I always keep my work centered at like what I want to paint from my heart, that leads me in the right direction. Like when I'm painting from that, with that in mind, if I'm painting, because I know what can do really well, like I know what can go viral. Like my lunch, I did a painting lunch that I did of the Jellyfield girls, who I saw on your podcast, by the way. I meant to mention
Great
this,
guess.
and reached out to them and ended up painting them twice. They're incredible.
We love the Jellyfield Girls. We're huge fans. Do you know about them?
I don't think
They're an ethical adult content couple. They have an OnlyFans.
Oh, cool.
And they're real life girlfriends. And maybe they're married now. Actually,
Yeah, they're
now that I'm
married.
thinking about it. And they make
Cool.
content together. And we've had them twice on the pod.
They sound great.
Yeah,
And
they're
I
really
heard,
sweet.
and I heard them on the pod in like 2020, and ended up reaching out to them and like ended up working with them, and now we're friends, and it's great. But
Oh, that's lovely.
where was it going with that? Oh, the work they can do really well with lunch, like that one did. I knew that was going to do really, really well, and I paired it with Billie Eilish's Lunch song.
Right,
and, like
right.
that took off. So it's like I know what will do well, and and it's finding that balance, because like I do need to like still work as an artist and make money as an artist and know what
Yeah.
people
It's that-
like,
yes,
but
it's
also
that- Yeah.
staying true to what I want to paint.
Because
the same
ultimately, and this is the part where I always side with the artist over the algorithm or over the fan got there because the artist made choices without the fan in mind.
Yeah.
And that is the purest expression of the art form. Even when the audience is a part of the art form, I still think I'm always like, You know, when an artist puts out an album, like a singer puts out an album that their fans don't like, I'm like, fuck you, fans. I don't give a shit. Let this person explore.
Yeah.
You know, like let them go through their process. But I'm obviously biased.
No, but I think you're right. I think there's this idea, especially with like pop stars or like, I think like female musicians, there's this
Like
idea that
Taylor.
like, yeah, like Taylor.
Actually, that is happening to her right now.
That happened.
Yeah, like
Every time she puts out an album, people feel like betrayed by her choices.
Yes, yeah.
And there's this sort of idea that like her fans know her art better than she does.
Exactly. And it's like, no.
She brought you here.
Yeah.
She made this. Give it 2 years, maybe you'll love it. Or maybe this one's a skip for you and get over it.
I just think with art, it's totally fine for you to be passionate, but it really only serves in one direction. I also think this for artistic critique. If you don't like something, just don't critique it.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it. And the artist will know.
Yeah.
She'll know by sales. She'll know by listens. She'll know that no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
There's no need to be like, fuck this one. I liked that one. There's just no need.
Yeah, there's also like, I think sort of social media has made everyone think that they have like an expertise in things that they have an interest in. Do you know what I mean?
definitely TikTok.
So
for
it's
sure.
like TikTok. Exactly. So it's like I guess you have the freedom to make a 7-minute video on why Taylor Swift's album is not as good as the one before or whatever. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that you know what you're talking about. I guess is what I was going to say.
Even if you're right that the album isn't her best album, I don't think that you have any right to say why.
Like best what? Like it's just not your favorite.
Yeah. Do you ever have people?
Someone had. Yeah,
No,
I was
ahead.
just gonna say someone commented on one of my paintings and said that they would have done like something different in it, like painted the hand different. And I'm like, then you do it. Then you go paint the hand. Like this
drives me
mine.
crazy.
And I'm like, you go paint it then. This took me so many hours. Like
Your
whatever.
backseat painting? Your armchair painting? Oh my
I see
God.
this on comedians clips all the time too, where people are like, and then I would have said blah blah blah, and every time I'm like, but that isn't funny. It's always like, wow, you should have tied this into a reference to Game of Thrones, and it's like, no, girl, you just love Game of Thrones,
Right, exactly. Like
They're just projecting.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the difference between you and that comic is that comic actually may have tried the Game of Thrones at an open mic and it bombed, you dumb bitch.
Yes.
It's not always that we didn't think about it. It's that it bombed.
And I'm sure the person who commented that on your painting has never painted.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, I had like looked at their page, of course, and it was probably private and like nothing shared.
That
or,
is
like,
actually the saddest moment
usually,
when you look at someone's page and you either realize they're a 13-year-old boy or like someone who maybe isn't totally with it
Or
in
worse,
some way.
a 13-year-old girl. And you're like, oh, you're like suffering.
Yeah, she's going through it for sure.
She's going through it and she's just commenting.
Well, I think it's so cool. Like, I just think it's like, you just don't see that a lot from, I mean, maybe it's happening more and more with the visual arts and I'm just not aware of it. But like the fact that you've been able to use, coming back to the good part of it, it is tough to make a fucking living as a painter, as a visual artist, if you're not in with the mob. Yeah, you know, like the scams of the This is true, right? Like it's like really, really bad visual art, and it's just like a scam.
It's hard.
A lot of these galleries.
I've honestly been independent since like I started my business 2019, 2020, and I've fully been selling on my own through, TikTok and Instagram, mainly prints, but I do sell my originals too. And just selling all over the world for the past 6 years, which I'm even like saying it or talking about it, I'm like, damn, like that really doesn't happen very often to be able to like sustain yourself. Because even like learning and meeting artists around here in LA too, like most of them aren't fully independent, which that's not good. It's just hard to be a fully independent
100%.
on your own. just doing art, I guess.
When you're painting, do you like take photographs? Do you work from photographs, or do you have lesbian models that eat each other out in front of you and like masturbate in front of you? Like, because that sounds like a sick job.
You intellectually trying to ask this question?
hey,
do you get to watch girls fuck a lot?
Is that like a part of the job? And can I do that?
And how does one get into that?
Yeah.
It's quite the job. It is crazy to like look from like your perspective, just seeing my art and being like seeing all the sensual poses and stuff. It is kind of crazy that I do this, but mainly I paint people that I know. Like I only, because I take all my reference photos. I always work off.
Make a note.
You gotta have
always work off a reference photo. And I just did a shoot yesterday of like a lesbian couple that I'm friends with, and it was stunning, by the way. It went so well. But usually we have to like have wine and like get them loose a bit to then get the shot. I just am taking the photos. Like,
you're so lucky you're not a man.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Man, this would be so predatory. There'd be a documentary about you in a few years.
That's so true, honestly. No. That's why it's all from the female gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got them really drunk. No, I did not do that.
Yeah, if a man was like, my focus is like sapphic lovemaking, we'd all be like,
yeah.
But when you do it, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of my whole, like, I want to paint from, I say like the sapphic gaze. I mean, you could call it the female gaze too, but like making women subjects and like not objectifying them, like dancing it in a way that's beautiful and set and lit in such a way that you can like imagine yourself there, and it's more like empowering and not objectifying. That's the goal, really.
I fear that I like don't even have a base knowledge to work from with this to ask you intelligent questions, so I'm going to ask it in sort of an open-ended way and see if you can fill in the gaps in my dumb brain.
For sure.
But like you just said, like with the lighting and making them not feel like objects, or making them feel more like subjects and objects, like what are the little things that when you see, I guess a comparison might be helpful, when you see a painting and you're like, oh, that's clearly from the male gaze, from a painter, and then when you come in, like what are the different what are the differences to you?
For me, it's sort of like how I'm painting their bodies, like making sure to paint them as I see them and not like painting them like perfect hourglass figures, or like painting stretch marks, or like painting women as they are. And also like the photo shoot part of it is such a big part of my process too, I'm realizing, because I have to it's like making sure people are comfortable to then open up in a photo shoot, like not being rigid and showing them just like very comfortable and like at ease, like capturing like ease when I'm painting intimacy. It's harder than like getting that comforting pose or like something really open and airy is hard to capture, where I feel like from the male gaze, it would be a little bit more rigid. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
so that's what I try to capture.
No, I think it does. Are you, when it's two women, are they typically a couple? Like the Jelly-Filled girls?
Painted,
or are they models?
Yeah, so I've painted the Jelly-Filled girls. I've painted my best friend and like her fiance. I painted my girlfriend a lot. But then I've painted couples that I like had just met and like had a good vibe from. And then there was, in my subway painting that I did, I had like put out something on my story asking for 2 masks to pose for me, because I wanted to do 2 masks together. And I just had like two girls reach out, and we just like met up in the subway in New York and took pictures. And it was like the most like chaotic shoot I had, but they weren't a couple. That was the only 2 that weren't.
Wait, I'm gonna pull that one up. Can we put some of your art in the video? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It might get flagged if it's like lunch or something, but
oh yeah, well we'll
we'll
find a way. I'm looking for the subway one right now.
Yeah.
I was about to say
the subway one isn't like explicit. So you should be
Okay,
good.
cool. Well, I'm about to say something. I hope it doesn't make you uncomfortable. But if you weren't so hot, I'm not sure that this process would work for you. Because a very hot woman approaching me, being like, I want to paint you. I'm like, yeah.
Totally.
But
coolest thing ever.
Yeah. But you're like a very good looking person. So that works.
Yeah.
Thank
you
you.
know? I want you to know that check your privilege a little bit.
Thank you. No, I did just cut my hair as well. And honestly, I think people take me more seriously now, I will say.
It is artist haircut. It's also a very queer haircut.
Yes.
LA lesbian haircut. This is my new.
Yeah, it really is.
I would guess artist if you walked into a room and someone was like, guess what she does.
Split moment, I was like, could I pull off a haircut like that? But I've never wanted shorter hair. It's just not something that I've wanted. I love my hair.
Really?
But I love it.
I've always wanted short hair, but it never felt like I could do it. Like, and I moved here and I was like, you know what? I did my vision board at the start of the year and I'm like, I'm cutting it all off.
Yes.
And then I did. And
this is so
like,
great. The painting
it
we
feels
have
like this is how my hair.
Yeah, I would have guessed that you had always had that haircut, honestly.
Yeah, you're really rocking it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you're tricking those women into giving you their bodies. What's that?
I love when the short haircut is tucked behind the ear. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's very, very cute. Well, you know, Shannon Beveridge has a very similar haircut. My friend Mac has a similar haircut. So I've been looking at this haircut everywhere. And I'm like, am I missing it? I don't know. I wonder.
Hair grows.
It does. No, I'm not doing it.
It does.
I love my hair.
It's liberating.
Like, I really do.
Great.
I also have really thick, like I like the texture of my hair.
So do
I. Oh, really?
That's why I didn't get it, because when I was going to get it cut back in Maryland, the woman was like, I can't, or else it'll just be like mushroom head.
Well, you have to thin it out.
Yeah, you need someone who does.
You gotta like layer it.
Yeah, like it's not just gonna be like Dora the Explorer.
Wait, who did you ask? Did you ask your mom? Did you ask your neighbor lady?
No. Honestly, yeah, she was my neighbor. And she cut my hair.
Well, there's your problem. You have to go.
She was my next door neighbor. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, you have to go to a lesbian with a razor.
Can you cut my hair? Yeah. You gotta find someone who really knows what they're doing.
Happened. So then but then after that, I was like, oh God, like I can't have short hair. But then I came to LA and she's like, yeah, I'll cut it off. Like she's queer, she's great, and she's like, she had short hair, so I trusted her, and I was like, okay, just do whatever.
For sure.
Right.
Listener, you might notice there's no ads on this episode. That means that this episode was 100% sponsored by gay people like you. Listener, go to patreon.com/WHGS. You can get up to 4 bonus episodes a month, and that includes our full backlog, plus the live stream of my comedy show, plus a ton of other bonus content. It's the best way to keep this podcast going, and if you donate $1 today, that would have been more helpful for us than listening to the ads. So consider donating $1. And if you're on the fence, here's a little taste of what you'll see on the Patreon.
We found out we're both non-binary and polyamorous.
All right.
Foreshadowing, lol. Pretty soon, we made our way from the lesbian bar to a trans man bar nearby that one of their friends works at.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Trans bars actually exist in Tokyo.
Wow,
it's
that's
great.
so cool. Speaking Japanese feels so trans man coded to me for some reason.
How so?
It's more of like a dorkiness, like a certain type of like niche interest thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep
There's
going.
something about it being trans and not that you live in Japan.
One more time, that's patreon.com/WHGS. Well, maybe I'll get into my gay sex. My gay sex is going to be kind of short today, but it's good because we had a nice conversation. But I went to an open mic last night.
I went to an open mic last night.
What were you doing there?
What were you doing there?
I'll tell you what.
Wait, I went to an open mic with a bunch of lesbians. Why didn't you go to the one I went to?
I wish I had.
We should have
What
talked.
was your open mic?
It was the first one. It was great. It was
a lesbian open mic?
Carly Kane and Molly Kearney ran it. Do you know
Molly
that?
Kearney ran it.
Yeah.
I'm about to say something that I don't think people are going to like. I am not a big fan of the gender sexuality segregated open
No, it
mic.
wasn't. It just vibe-wise ended up that way.
Oh, nice.
Everybody allowed,
Okay.
but only three straight guys showed up. Very nice vibe.
The reason I don't like it is not for any particular reason, but like in terms of lesbians.
Yeah.
But like if I'm trying to find out whether or not my joke works in front of not my fans,
It doesn't replicate a real
going to the
audience.
lesbian
Yeah.
open mic is not exactly what I need to do.
No, this was just the vibe shook out that way.
Okay, cool.
So it was fun.
I went to Comedians on the Loose at Black Cat.
Oh my God, that's
True.
Is it bad to say that's still happening in a
No,
shocked
no,
voice?
it's not bad to say that. This is open mic has been around for years.
A million
I'm
years.
going on Thursday.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It was one of my regular hits was stops when I was unpaid comic.
Yes.
When I was a young comic. And
Wow.
I went because I feel very creatively lost. And it's cool that I'm talking to an artist who's working in a different genre. I always find that to be helpful to look at different
Yeah.
mediums when I'm talking with artists about their creative. Some of my favorite books about art are about visual art.
Yeah.
And because so I'm sure Haley, you heard about it. I had like a big to do on the internet, and
Yes. No, I did.
great, yeah.
I
So
believe,
it has traumatized me in a way that I don't talk about a lot because it's still so active, the trauma. And whoa, dude, whoa, I am raw.
That's okay.
Jen,
Aw.
come hold me. Okay, so because it touched my art
Yeah.
and it was so sacred to me, come hold me.
Aw.
So I'm really trying to first of all, it took me a while to just work through the layers of the trauma. PTSD is like for real, dude.
Yeah.
It's like for real.
Yeah.
No, you have to hold me.
No.
Do you have work or something? What is going on? Why can't you hold me? She's such a bad partner. I don't know why I'm still with her.
Yeah, I was gonna say you sound like my girlfriend to me when she's crying.
Yeah. But like it touched my art and I was like, what do you miss the most about the art? And I was like, open mics. When I did open mics, I mean, they were for me. There was no audience. I had no idea what an audience of mine would. You can go now. Thank you. I love you. I had no idea what an audience even meant.
Yeah.
I had no concept. I was so naive to what fame and audience meant, and I was like, just retrace your steps. Just try and find this again, because going to an open mic, saying the thing that I wanted to say, and hearing it with no influence was one of the most true, pure joys of being an artist.
Yeah.
So that's why I went. And there were a bunch of 17-year-old boys at the open mic.
Totally.
One of them had lost fantasy football bet.
Totally.
And he
Perfect though.
and they all this is why we got into a huge conversation about art, so we kind of missed the point that I was trying to make with this story. But I got up there and these boys, I can just tell Manosphere has touched them.
Yes.
They're a bunch of athlete boys from Long Island. And it's funny because I'm like looking to have no audience. I get up there and so I got up there and one of the kids goes, I know her. And they start pulling out their phone. They didn't say it out loud, but I see them pulling out their phones. I was like, what are you guys looking at? I know it's me. But they're like, that's her, that's her. So I say to the boy, this 17-year-old boy, I go, oh, so you're gay? Because you know my work. You must be gay. And I just knew the boys were going to fucking lose it from this.
Yeah.
And they got, no. I said, it's okay. I like reached out my hand to shake his hand. He's like, oh, no, I can't shake your hand. I was like, you shake my hand. Doesn't mean you're gay if you shake my hand.
Yeah. Also, I'm a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, maybe you're a feminist. Maybe you like female comedians. And one of the boys goes, no, don't say that.
What?
And I went there to work on a new joke. I just crowd worked a bunch of 17-year-old boys at the open mic. Which just
Don't say that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I have a
in
tape.
New York City.
Maybe I should post it. Well, they're from Long Island.
Yeah.
And
And they don't know what it means.
yeah.
It's just crazy. It's crazy to think about when I was doing open mics and every guy was like, I swear to fucking God, I'm a feminist, you bitch.
That's exactly the joke I made to him. I said, you have no idea how wrong about this. You should at least pretend to be a feminist so you
Right.
can get some pussy. And then I taught them how to finger. And I, not directly, but one guy had an
yeah, not directly.
One guy, finger me, kid. Let's work this out.
Oh, I was thinking you figured him.
I fingered his butthole in the head of his dick.
my God.
I'm just rubbing little circles on that.
Oh my God.
This is art.
This is our art.
But one other comedian got on stage and started fingering like this, which you can, a full cupping of the mound. Boy. Yeah. He was doing an act out of fingering his girlfriend.
Wow.
And I was like, this is why we need female comics.
Yeah.
Because he gets out there.
Yeah.
I understand that when someone's mid-orgasm.
I would never do a painting of that.
Right. Right.
Sorry.
Because
Continue.
everyone would be like, what is happening?
Yeah.
They'd be
You've
like,
lost your
"What is
way."
that?"
Yeah, and like two people would be like, maybe it's that part at the end. But what, you know?
But you know what I'm talking about? When a woman is having an orgasm or has had an orgasm, you can kind of stimulate the entire area because it's too stimulating the clit directly would be too direct and sensitive. So you can kind of like shake out the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, shake it out. You know, Alex, are you shaking
Alex,
it out?
do you know about
I
this?
hate that.
You got to shake it out.
Alex,
I don't
you got to
know.
know about
You
this.
got to shake it out at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't like try it right away.
Well,
Ask more
just
questions
talk
first.
to your girlfriend about whether or not that's something she might like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was like, don't finger like that, kid. I started with the basics. I
Yeah.
was just like, inside like this. And so, yeah, it was just,
Oh, his poor girlfriend.
well,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
But
We hope.
Yeah.
Now I'm worried he's going to do it too hard.
Oh.
yeah, and we know she can't speak up because she would have already.
But yeah, it was both a completely juvenile, insane experience where I wasted my time and I went in to do a specific joke and I didn't really do it. But it was also like a really interesting experience
Yeah.
culturally to talk to these kids. But yeah, that's my gay sex. I'm trying to find myself nothing gayer
That's
than that,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listener, I'm in Europe, but I'm not sleeping like I do at home, even though the healthcare here is free. Sleep like a baby on a Helix mattress. When you go to bed, it's like there's wealth equality. It's like healthcare is covered. It's like maternity leave is a full goddamn year on this Helix mattress because I have no stress falling asleep. I fall asleep like a baby. I fall asleep like I'm the wealthiest 1%. I love it. And don't just take it from me. Helix is the most awarded mattress brand, tested in reviews by experts like Forbes and Wired. And if you're feeling stressed, don't. You get a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty, okay? They got that Happy with Helix guarantee. Rest easy with seamless returns and exchanges. The Happy with Helix guarantee offers a risk-free customer-first experience designed to ensure you're completely satisfied with your new mattress. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex for 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex for 20% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/gaysex. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Hers. We all know weight loss can be such a stressful topic, let alone to actually succeed. And there's so much bad culture out there right now between diets, workouts, and endless bad advice. It's hard to actually know what works for weight loss and what's worth your time. But Hers knows this is a medical issue for a lot of people. And that's why I'm recommending Hers. Hers offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, and that now includes the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen. Everything on Hers is 100% online. You'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary. Ready to reach your goals? Visit forhers.com/gay to get personalized, affordable care that gets you. That's forhers.com/gay. That's forhers.com/gay. Weight loss by Hers is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information and restrictions, visit forhers.com. Well, anyway, Halie, thank you for letting me go on for a million years. Did you have gay sex this week?
I have not. I feel like my girlfriend and I have just been so busy lately that that's kind of, she runs a company and I've been like painting a ton. So no, I have not. Unfortunately, I will probably later this week.
She's a powerful woman.
This is what they don't tell you about being in a power couple.
I'm pretty sure she said she's mutuals. She's mutuals with you. Her username is Ren. Zoe is her name though. Zoe Ren.
How do you spell it?
She had this song Halie go viral.
Oh, she's a singer.
Yeah. She's a musician, but she's also a tech founder and she's like creating this company.
Yes. I know her.
So yeah, that's my girlfriend, but she's a badass.
Are you able to talk about what she does?
It's called Timbre, and it's basically like the Adobe Creative Suite for music. So it's like a good kind of AI that will help artists create songs, and it's all like human made and not like the bad Sunos and companies that are doing like not generative music.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that AI has been around for a very long time. It's the thing that you play against in Candy Crush. It's like everywhere, and not all of it is bad, and some of the tools can be really, really useful, like what you're talking about. Generative AI is what artists should be against. Mm-hmm. That's so cool.
That's what they're all about, being against. So
yeah. But you said you had a dating story you wanted to share.
Yeah, this was like, I was trying to think of a good story that would kind of, it's not a bad, it's more just kind of dragging me. It's more dragging me a little bit in my past, because I'm so far removed from it at this point. And it happened like in like 2019. So, but it was like formative for me as a lesbian and also an artist. It like has the longing in it. So it started, I just need to like paint the picture for you. So I had just graduated college. My degree was in like graphic design, and I had a graphic design job for like 6 months and I hated it. This was in Pittsburgh, where I'm originally from. And I was like, I just want to like go to the beach and live as an artist, and that's it. So I moved to Maryland, to a little beach town, and I wasn't making any money at the time because I probably had like 5,000 followers. Like I didn't have an audience or anything. This was right when I was starting.
Did you pick Maryland because you were raised there, or why did you pick Maryland?
I had gone on like family vacations there. So like, I was like, I just want to like live by the ocean. Like I used to want to be like a marine biologist and stuff. Like I have
that's so sweet.
Like a shell tattoo. I love the ocean, but that was my only goal. I was like, I just want to live on the beach and paint. And I ended up doing that and like, becoming a full-time artist there. But anyway, I got a job at a restaurant, and that was sort of the way that you made money there. I feel like the only quick way I could make money was like serving tables and working in a restaurant.
You're in Maryland, you're by the beach. You got to move crab.
You got to sling crab.
There was an
sling crab.
There was an all-you-can-eat buffet that like we had to like load the crabs.
Amazing.
Onto the little thing.
I would never want to see crab again if I had that job.
Yeah.
See, crab is like my favorite food. Like blue crabs growing up. Like
we're in heaven.
Them.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah. So I was like, I could eat seafood. I was working in this restaurant, but there was this woman there that was like trained. The first week that you work, you get trained and like you can shadow somebody. And it was like this very mysterious, like Eastern European woman that was training me. And she like was very flirtatious towards me. And at the time I had like just gotten out of a relationship. I just moved. I was like, you know what? I'm just like open to the world. Like I'm going to fall in love in this beach town. And basically,
were there gay people there in this beach town?
I was like only one people knew were gay. I didn't really know anybody. So I was like, but they knew that I was gay, so it was kind of like I felt like the only gay person. And that tended
Yeah.
to be the like I went to a Catholic liberal arts college and played basketball, and I knew of like 6 gay people around me at that time. So like this was like very early on, not knowing or having like gay friends either.
Gosh, if you're on the basketball team and you only know 6 gay people,
That's a straight school.
Yeah, that's a very straight school.
It was like all teams. It was like right outside of Pittsburgh. And it was mainly just like all teams. That's sort of how the school was, but it was very straight. I like walked through a chapel to get to some of my classes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So yeah, it was silence. Yeah, no, it was a time. It's like, it's crazy to look back at now. But at the time at the restaurant, yeah, no one else. And even in the town, like it was very, very straight. There was like, Trump signs around. It was an interesting time.
Yeah.
But anyway, she would like basically flirt with me and be like subtle little hand touches when, we would be like getting the drinks or something. Like she would touch my back and I'd be like, oh my God, like this is everything to me.
Electric. Absolutely electric.
No, but that's how it was. Like before or during coming out, like I just felt like every little touch. And that's why even in my paintings, I'm like every little subtle thing, like I'm gonna like capture on this canvas. It painted the picture for my art and like longing. Like I have enough longing now. It's
also very restaurant to me. Like I worked in a lot of restaurants. I was a server for a while, and there is a lot of like electric small touching in a restaurant because you don't have anything else.
Yeah.
It's like the worst fucking job. Everything sucks dick. And then like somebody touches your hand over the dish bin and you're like, I can keep going. That was beautiful and amazing.
There's something inherently similar even with straight relationships. Lizzie unfortunately is bisexual with a boyfriend.
Sorry. Sorry everybody.
The most important member of the queer community, as we know.
Thank you.
The loudest and the most important.
And most underrepresented.
But yeah, there is something similar because my favorite thing, which we are losing because we have equality and representation, but sadly, the fire of the closeted touch, we're losing that
in the workplace.
Yeah.
In the restaurant workplace, and then you go out after and get hammered and you kiss, and then the next day you act like nobody kissed.
Right, exactly. That's why the workplace romance, even between straights, is somewhat similar to the sapphic longing.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the sapphic longing in the workplace.
Oh, even more closeted.
Yeah.
Now everyone is going to know.
Well, because it was so rare.
Yes.
It was rare too.
Try to inspire you and be your muse? I would love for a throwback, just kids at I don't know if you can paint kids, but people at a slumber party and one hand is touching a forearm.
Oh,
and that's all it is. That's all it is, and it's the gayest thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
Let's
the
make
younger,
them 18.
the better. Oh, my bad.
No. That'll be,
we can make them 18. Maybe it's college in a library.
18 and up.
College in a library.
College in a library.
Because then the stakes are more real, too. College in a library.
Crazy.
Anyway.
Yes.
No, that actually reminds me, too, when I was playing basketball in high school, I had a crush on this girl I played basketball with, and we had like a sleepover the one night. And I remember this was my first like memory of being like, I'm definitely not straight. I was sleeping on her floor. She was in her bed. And I just remember thinking, I want to be in her bed with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a moment for me of like, yeah, I'm pretty gay. Or like the earliest memory that I had.
You have to be like, it's like cold on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh man, I fell asleep once. Maybe this is another story for another time on another episode, but a sleepover party with my secret girlfriend, and we fell asleep on sleeping bags next to each other, and she held my hand, she grabbed my hand in the middle of the night, and she was always so scared of people finding out about us. And so the fact that there were other people in the room and she held my hand through the night, I mean, it meant everything to me.
Wow.
It meant everything.
See,
yeah.
I
oh
would
my
have
God.
like fainted. at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Because even just the thought of it, I would be like, oh my gosh, that's too much. That's just too much.
Well, we had already even
But
had like sex, but it was just
But
the
there was
fact
other
that
people
there was
around.
other people around. Yeah.
yeah.
It was nice.
Oh, and she chose to hold your hand.
Well, subconsciously. Consciously, she never would have. Okay.
Anyway,
I forget what part
let's
of
get
the
back-
story I was at.
you were
Restaurant.
just talking about the hand brushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was just kind of like building the tension up. And I kind of knew that she was into me, but still, like, I'm pretty, unless I know for sure, like, I will not pursue. But she kept asking me to go out
Totally.
to eat. And I was like, whatever, like, maybe. And then I finally decided to. And we went out, and she was like very flirty, like, grabbed my hands and was like, women's hands are just like something about women's hands. And I was like, shit, this is like something's happening here. Have you seen the L Word? Do you know the character Marina?
Can you pull it up, Alex?
If you do, she's just like, she's kind of exactly like her in the, like, as a
I
visual.
vaguely, yeah.
I kind of was picturing her this way the whole story.
Yeah.
Like a very intense, dark-haired.
Yes, well, Eastern European.
Yeah.
I was imagining a bigger girl, like a weightlifter, but that's just my internal bias.
You were imagining a sturdy woman who can survive a winter.
Sturdy, yeah. And did anything happen with her?
So, like, we would go out and basically flirt, and like, she was very into me, and
Talk
we
about how
thought, like, I
soft
thought
women's
we would,
hands are.
yeah, we thought, like, I thought we were gonna date, and she was just like, there's just one thing I have to tell you. But she wouldn't tell me for days. And I'm like, just tell me what it is. Like, it can be anything. Like, I'll forgive you. Like, oh my gosh, I see so much for us. Like, this, at the time, I was like so into her. And it was one night after we had like gone out, we were like sitting in her car, and I'll never forget, she turns to me, she said two things. The first thing, she was like, two women like can't be in a long-term relationship together. I was like, okay, that's bullshit. And at the time though, it like destroyed me. I was like, there's no way. Like, I'm like a baby gay and you're telling me this. The second thing she said, but I have a husband. She had a husband the whole time and I didn't know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Devastating.
Never wore her ring. No one ever told me.
She's gay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, of course she's gay.
full
Of course
blown
she's
gay. That's like, that is deeply upsetting.
But
oh my God,
at
I'm
the
so
time,
sorry
though,
that happened to you.
It dismantled. Like, I was like, I remember driving back. I like blurred out what I said to her at that time. And I remember
Oh my
driving
God,
back.
to
I
hold
lived-
it, to keep it from you as you're building this fucking,
know.
you're falling in love.
And you're like, there's no gay people around. And I found,
Yeah. Even in the restaurant, like, it's such like a little micro world that like you live in
Yeah.
there. And I was like, this is like my person. And like, she's on all this stuff. And then she had like lied. And then I remember going back and like crying in front of the ocean and being like, but it switched
Whoa.
something in me. Like, something shifted for me. And I was like, this was like, I started going to therapy. I started on my art journey. Like, it sent me on my art journey, and I carried the longing and all that. Like, I turned it into art, into something good.
I
But
love
at the
that.
time,
I
I
love
was like,
that.
this sucks. Yeah.
The ocean is truly so powerful in the way that I've been like legitimately devastated.
Do we run a gay podcast?
Yeah, I know, right? I've been full blown devastated, scream crying into the ocean. And even in the moment, you can be like, but I am scream crying into the ocean. And
No,
that
it was
rips.
liberating.
Like, it
Yeah.
really, there is like something else where you're like, I was always supposed to do this at least once in my life. And it's pretty cool that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Such a comics
No, it was
reaction, honestly.
formative. It was like a formative experience for sure.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah,
You,
I mean,
you simply must scream cry into the ocean at some point in your life if you haven't yet.
I really think that touches on something about so deeply about life. You can take these hard moments and you can let them crystallize into something that might make you worse, or
Yeah.
you can turn them into something that makes you better.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard times automatically make you better. It's the choice to work with them and create something better out of them. I know you speak from a place of privilege because not every problem is that easy to solve. And not always your fault. Like if I were to say this to someone born in North Korea during the famine, they might feel differently. But like if you do have the choice and you can make that choice, you know?
No, exactly. I feel so far removed from it at this point. And like, I live in LA now. I have a beautiful relationship, and like, I accepted things for myself and wanted things that just weren't there back then. And it's crazy. Like seeing that version of myself looking at me today, I was like looking back and being like, holy shit, she would be like, oh my God, like that's possible.
So proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Deeply, deeply proud of you. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, I want a story that kind of has like a good arc to it, even though it was like trash at the time.
You picked well.
Mine's not going to be that beautiful.
Yours is going to suck.
No 17-year-old boys in my story for like yours, but
and mine either, by the way. Okay, I did have sex this week. It wasn't gay, but it was sex.
Good for you.
Thank you. So I I make my boyfriend brush his teeth and wash his hands before we have sex because I'm
absolutely
more insane than I am romantic. So he was.
No, Jen has me washing my hands for sure.
Yeah.
Brushing my teeth.
Well, he had been napping. He had been napping and he had just woken up.
You say yes?
Yes.
I mean, it's like if we like ate like something insane before, like garlic something, then probably
or
not.
a jalapeno.
Or
I also
probably
like,
brush it. Or it depends. But
I'm very sensitive to smell.
I've heard this about you.
Yeah,
you gotta
From
let
other
me know
people.
if I stink. All right,
I will.
I think
don't.
I stink today.
You don't.
If you got close to me, you'd smell
I haven't
me.
noticed anything, but I'm very sensitive to smells, and so my boyfriend twice a week works at 5 a.m. Who cares? Whatever. He comes home, he naps, and people have bad breath after they nap.
Listener, write in. Are you asking the partner to wash hands? Are you asking the partner to brush teeth?
Yes,
I'd like to know.
And I just know too much about how nasty the human mouth is. So I have to. I'm kind of insane. So anyway, whatever. Who cares? My boyfriend was asleep, and I was like, we have sex probably like a few times a week, but it's usually his idea. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds great. But I don't like think about sex all the time. And so it's very rare for me to be the one who's like, I want to have sex right now. Mm-hmm. And so I felt that. And I was like, I have to seize this opportunity because he loves when I feel that way. And it's so rare. And so I woke him up from a dead sleep. And I was like, hey, go wash your hands and brush your teeth. I want to have sex.
There's actually something so hot about that, as long as he didn't really need the nap.
No, it had already been enough time. His alarm was in like 10 minutes or something.
Beautiful.
So I woke him from a dead sleep and I was like, get in the bathroom and come fuck me. And so he went, thanks, Alex.
No, that's awesome.
I think it's awesome, and he thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I've never seen him get up faster.
I'm not sure it would have the same effect on many women.
No. If he did it to me, I'd freak out, by the
yeah,
way.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If a man said that to me, I'd be like, what the fuck do you think this is?
That's the power dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because he's like a nice guy who respects women. If he said that to me and I said that, he'd like want to kill me. He'd like freak out. Anyway.
No, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just putting out there.
Yeah.
It's rarer.
You have to be a certain kind of woman.
Yeah.
I'm very allergic to anything that resembles misogyny or the idea that women aren't full people. So something like that would make me. One time, to get my attention, my boyfriend whistled and I turned around and said, don't ever whistle at me. I'm not your fucking dog. So, you can't wake me up and tell me to fuck you. That's crazy. But I did it to him. He jumped out of bed like cartoon style, like with the floppy hat behind him, like absolutely jumped out of the bed.
Blankets with him running into the fucking bathroom.
Yes, literally. And then he like came out of the bathroom. We were having sex, and I have been thinking a lot about how much I love my apartment because I might have to leave next year, and I'm just obsessed with my apartment. It's like my dream apartment. I love the rent. No, I want to get a dog and they won't let me. And I think they're not going to renew my lease if I break the rule and get one. But I really want a dog. So
You should get one.
I think I'm going
I
to get one.
basically have a dog now.
Yeah.
My girlfriend has a dog, and basically she's mine now too. And
And do you guys live together?
basically, yes. I have like my studio, and then I live basically at her house and work
Totally.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
So she's our daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really want one. I want a little weird dog. But my boyfriend and I both are obsessed with our apartment. We found it. It was like a miracle that we found it. It's gorgeous. And it's like our first home together. And we like love our apartment. And it started raining while we were having sex. And you could hear it. And it was like I was thinking about how great this apartment is and our life is together. And while we were having sex, I said, isn't it amazing, like, that we can be in this apartment and hear it raining, and it's like we're in fucking Paris and we're having sex, and like we both sort of just had this moment where we were like, this is so beautiful, and then we finished having sex, and immediately we both looked at each other and we were like, so that isn't what rain sounds like in this apartment, and we were like, it's probably just raining really hard.
Oh no.
And he went in the bathroom and he had been so excited that I woke him up to have sex that after he brushed his teeth, he left the sink on. And the sink was flooding the bathroom.
No.
And I had even commented on the sound of the rain while we were having sex, and the sink was flooding the bathroom. And immediately we were both like glowing and in love. And immediately I was like, "What the fuck have you done?" And now we're like screaming and getting towels and like shoving, like getting buckets to get the water out of the sink and into
like
the tub.
the idea of you two having sex being like the rain and there's a beam of sunshine just
literally
through the window.
Literally, it couldn't have less been raining.
It's hilarious.
And so we
It
flooded
was
the
so
bathroom.
picturesque. I'm like, this is a painting. When you were describing it, I'm like, this is a painting.
Thank you. Yeah. And
but
I
also
couldn't have been more wrong.
Rain is specific to Paris somehow is
I
also
know.
very funny to me.
I just was like, what's the most romantic place I can think of? It doesn't really like rain a lot there, but and then the bathroom flooded, but we fixed it, and then we both were like, well, I guess that's it for this time. Like, it really interrupted the like sex afterglow thing where we were kind of just like, so do you want to like get Thai food or?
Did you clean up the water? Or did it like stay?
Well, he did.
Are you catching any themes about Lizzie's relationship?
No,
here?
honestly, that one I was like, I was like helping, and he was like, please don't help. Like he was
he felt bad.
He felt bad that he left the sink on.
Yeah, no damage, right?
No. It was just water on tile.
But imagine someone loving you and loving having sex with you so much that they
forget
flood your bathroom.
and they forget to turn the sink off, which is like a thing you've done your
I feel
entire
like
life.
I would do that in that situation. I would be your boyfriend in the situation with my girlfriend. I would probably do something like that in the moment.
I'm the boyfriend when it comes to stuff like this.
It was actually so endearing in like a movie way to be like, you wanted to have sex with me so badly, you forgot to turn the sink off. That's so
Aww.
sweet.
Write
Once
that
the
down.
water
It's
was-
actually great for a movie.
For a movie. That's what I wrote it. I wrote it in my other little notes, and I was like, this is something.
Well, that was a great story, Lizzie.
Thanks.
This was kind of an epic episode because I went on and on about craft and cried like a little bitch. Make sure to remove as much as possible of that,
No,
Alex.
leave it.
Aww,
Cut
beautiful.
all that
Leave
pussy
the crying. It was
Not
good.
actually, Alex. You use your
But
judgment.
cut my face where you can tell that I don't know what to do with when people cry.
blur
my
Lizzie's
face where I'm going, "Ugh."
Can you put in a still of just Lizzie watching me cry and her face is blurred? Halie, where can people find you and how can they purchase your work?
Yeah, just my name at Halie Torris. And then I have a website, Halie.store, where I don't have all my prints up, but it's like my archival shop. So some of my prints are available. And then as I drop a painting, I'll drop prints and it'll be like a timed drop for certain paintings.
I'm going to your Instagram right now. Oh my God, we've messaged a lot.
Yeah.
I hope I've been nothing but polite and kind.
No,
Oh my
you have.
God.
This was like a while ago. It was about the Jellyfield girls. It was about the one painting I did. Yeah.
Incredible. Okay, well, I have to look through there and make sure that I was good. Sometimes you
No,
message
you were
people so
nice.
fast, you're just like, thanks. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh man, I wish I'd remembered that going in. Well, thank
No,
you so
you're
much.
good.
Your story was incredible. It's so cool what you do.
Thank you.
I'm glad that it's available for people. And come back anytime.
Yeah, I'll have some more gay work coming in the next couple weeks. I feel like I've just been painting mainly.
Well, looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Lizzy,
for having me.
did you do your plugs?
Oh yeah, butt plug.
Follow me on Instagram, Lizzy Cassidy, and listen to my podcast respectfully.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Ashley's on it.
Thank you for listening. Patreon.com/WHGS. Donate $1. All right, cool. Well, shall we go to the babe of the week?
Is there a sexy sound in the air
Whoa,
approaching?
whoa.
It's that familiar jingle that titillates your senses, listener. It's the jingle of a WHGS Babe of the Week.
Pew, 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 pew.
This is where we take submissions from you, our listeners, and air you out to every other listener in hopes of getting you a date, perhaps some validation, hopefully a date.
Let's hear from this week's babe of the week.
Our Babe of the Week this week is the lovely Dana.
Hey, Dana. What a great photo.
Hi.
Great photo, Dana. Golden hour. The light is hitting. I'm not going to objectify you, but you know what you're doing.
Oh, yes.
You know what you're doing, Dana.
I'm Dana. I'm a pansexual 36-year-old personal trainer from Eagan, Minnesota.
Come on, personal trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I like to game Xbox and PC. We got a Microsoft loyalist.
Okay.
Paint, abstract.
Yeah, look
Which
at
is
how
right here,
cute.
pictured
She's got
here.
a picture of her painting. So cute.
Read horror novels, personal development books, and hit the gym or hike.
We know that Dana likes to better herself just from the nature of her career, but also what she's reading. Her hobbies are so creative. Painting, that's great. What is that, belly dancing?
I think it's kind of just, I'm a neurospicy, introverted hippie homebody who came out later in life. In my 30s, I'm not having any luck out there.
Oh.
And I'm struggling with my confidence with being so
Oh my God,
inexperienced.
someone fuck this woman. She's asking for it.
That's why you're here.
Oh my
Dana.
God. Wait, I'm going to look up where Eagan, Minnesota is.
I'm hoping to put myself out there more. This podcast means the world to me, and I'd love to be presented as a babe of the week.
That is so sweet. Thank you for saying that.
If you want to reach out to Dana, Babe Dana, you can hit her up on IG. She has two different ones. She has her, what I assume is her work account, but at Vogue Alley Fitness, MN.
Okay.
Or at Dana Amundsen 5078.
She's giving you options. She's giving you every side of her personality.
I'll give you at least one of these. I'll spell it out. That's
also, she's pansexual, so there's almost no one who doesn't qualify.
Yes.
If you do not fuck this woman, I'm going to be mad.
Yes. At DAN.
She's very attractive.
At DANAAMUNDSON 5078. It's on screen if you need a look.
She's a personal trainer. Like, what more do you fucking need, you guys? Come on.
So if you're the first one, you can blow her mind.
I thought you were going to go blow her. I was like, you don't quite understand what this is. But
you could blow her.
You could blow her, listener.
And that's our Babe of the Week. If you would like to be a Babe of the Week, please send us your name, a short bio, some photos, and where you want people to reach out to you to WHGSpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.